everyone, welcome back to our channel Sports Star. Today, we're about to give you an insight into the life of Maria Sharapova, the story you've never heard before. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. The world knows her as a first-class tennis star, a champion who stood at the tennis court and won accolades, but is that really all to her, or has she more going on in her life? Some of you must have known her as a model, while also as an equally keen and versatile business person. Nowadays, she's showing a new side to her personality, an entrepreneur. Sharapova is putting a lot of effort in it. She's one of the finest models out there whom the fashion industry wants. She's been endorsing many brands for years and seems to be making the most of her modeling career. But that's not all. Sharapova is well set to become an entrepreneur that she's keen about. In fact, she claims to have big plans and ambitions as a business person that she wants to conquer. Her ambitions were evident from her tennis days, but things out on the tennis court are more attractive. She has a tendency to keep her love life away from the media, but not entirely secret. Her plans for now are more focused on business, for which she is ready. Sharapova. Sharapova claims to have a business mind from the very start. Interestingly, she realized this and wanted to do something in life besides playing tennis. As a child, as she recalls, I was fond of eating candies, so I thought about having my own brand of candies and chocolates and let the kids enjoy the same great taste and flavors that I did. After all, I loved candies and would want others, especially children, to enjoy that experience. My candies were different and I enjoyed them in a different way. Perhaps her first stint as a business person became known when she first launched her line of candies and named it Sharapova. In 2012, she founded Sharapova only after receiving a career-threatening injury as she thought it would end her career. Sharapova is a candy line that consists of gummy balls, chocolates and gummies, as well as truffles. All these are inspired by her childhood when she was fond of these and would eat as much as she could. The history goes that she would reward herself with candy after every practice session when she was young. Her lineup of candies contains no harmful ingredients, including those genetically modified organisms or GMOs. Sharapova is not the only business startup, as she's busy in other ventures as well. I've thought about it many times in the past, but I couldn't manage time due to my busy tennis schedule. Winning Wimbledon when I was 17 was a big thing, but I always had different plans and would love to do something other than tennis. Modeling. It's not something that a tennis player who won all 4 Grand Slams is also a fashion model. There is indeed a perception about female players that they must look fit and pay more attention to their looks. Sharapova seems to be doing that a lot rather successfully, and it seems that she turned herself into as much of a fashionista as a tennis player. She's been modeling for several years and has made a name for herself in this industry. Her sense of fashion is further supplemented with the style of clothing. Is the way she posed for several famous fashion magazines, including Sports Illustrated, Vanity Fair, to name a few. She likes to dress party style and has had several modeling sessions in which she posed as a party-loving girl. There was a talk about the style of clothes she would wear more than how she would perform during her playing days. Sharapova is a big star outside of the tennis court, and many have acknowledged this. Forbes mentions her as the top-earning female athlete in the world. She has been modeling and endorsing numerous brands for years now. In fact, some critics question her playing ability and criticize her involvement in other off-court activities. Still, her successful journey continues and she has more plans for business expansion and taking her business to new heights. She welcomes business ideas and proposals and looks carefully if it's worth her time and effort. Social media and litigation. Sharapova is quite busy on social media and has a huge fan following across the world. She has an estimated 23.8 million followers on social media. It should be no surprise that Madonna will have more bodyguards when Maria returns. She is focused on her entrepreneurship and publicly claims that her preference is business nowadays and nothing else. poet superstar Yelena Isinbayeva also defended her compatriot. "My grandmother used to take drugs like this. She has had her share of controversies and legal battles. Her fans fiercely opposed each ban that she received across the world." Around 67% of respondents said the Court of Arbitration for Sport should lift the ban entirely on Sharapova. Maria Sharapova often refers to herself as a teacher. In her words, "I look like a demanding professor when I try to ask paranormal questions at a press conference. I met to meet him once when I was going to meet the press at Roland Garros, and I wanted to attend that particular meeting. They grabbed my hand and dragged me to the press room. In my opinion, she's one of the smartest women who has ever played professional tennis, not only in terms of technical options for a dimensional game, but primarily as a platform for her outstanding popularity and profitable businesses." Is Maria Sharapova more than a tennis player or a business person? I will touch on that later. Women's tennis is currently facing a significant recognition crisis. To get into the headlines, female tennis players Caroline Wozniak and Ginny Bouchard must be half naked for the Sports Illustrated bikini issue. Serena Williams may not return to professional tennis after becoming a mother at the age of 36 in August next year. She has won 35 titles, including 5 Grand Slams, and is a superstar with a gross profit of $300 million. Last night, Sharapova returned to the tennis stage wearing a unique purple dress designed specifically for her debut film. After 15 months of a positive test for meldonium and skipping, Sharapova's suspension became a flamboyant case due to the negligence of her additional manager Max Eisenbud, lawyer, WADA, the International Tennis Federation, and Sharapova. She said she's been taking watermelon for a few years to address her family history of diabetes. Meldonium is included in the list of banned substances. Previously, it was used as a recovery drug for enhancing athletes' endurance. Sharapova's lawyers said she stopped taking the substance in 2015 and said that no one could prove them conclusively. Instead, she decided to hold a bizarre press conference at a hotel in downtown Los Angeles where Russia publicly announced that she had failed a drug test. Sharapova received her final suspension ahead of Serena Williams' suspension in the Australian Open's quarterfinals in 2016. In addition to being the main sponsor of the WTA event in Stuttgart, Porsche was also one of the many brands that support the Vineyard. Unlike the Swiss luxury brand Tag Heuer, Porsche did not leave the Russian star at the meldonium scandal height. It's no coincidence that Sharapova's return to the Porsche Open has been a wild card, with tournament organizers strategically handing her over. Sharapova is currently without a ranking and will only be able to enter WTA events by the tournament organizer's special invitation. The WTA is planning every detail to make a comeback in marketing and advertising, despite the adverse reactions that many female players could not sustain Sharapova. There are very few friends in the Russian locker room. In a recent interview with the French magazine Le Parisien, Maria said, "My goal is to be professional and respect what I do. I aim to ask other girls about their new car or their new boyfriend. To talk. I don't need to talk." Another appearance by Olympic gold medalist Monica Puig of Puerto Rico, a photo shoot with famous biographer Annie Leibovitz, and last but not least, the campaign to promote her autobiography, Unstoppable: My Life So Far, took place during the last US Open in September. Love life. Sharapova, now 33, has been in a relationship with Alexander Giltz for 3 years now. She revealed the news of her engagement for the first time on social media, stating that she was looking forward to this. She began dating Giltz during her stay in New York. The news of both engaging captured headlines across the planet, especially in US and UK newspapers. Giltz is a well-known Briton in the US as per the media. His ex-wife is a close friend of Meghan Markle. Sharapova's fiancé attended the same school as Prince Harry and was close friends at one time. There is no word on their plans regarding their relationship, as it is too early to predict. Whatever future unfolds, Sharapova has established her credentials as a prominent tennis player, a fashion model, and an entrepreneur who settles for nothing but the best in life. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. Do leave us your feedback, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.